Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Eastwood Insider, the official podcast for the Eastwood Mall Complex, sponsored by the Business Journal. I'm Johnny Chechitelli, the Regional Director of Marketing and Communications here at the Eastwood Mall Complex in Niles, Ohio. We've got a great show for the month of July. A lot of events coming up around the complex. We're going to learn about those. We're going to hear from Bri Ventimiglia over at the Ballpark about a great charity softball game coming up. But first, we're going to go upstairs and show you a brand new space that's underway here at Eastwood Mall called Junior Achievement Discovery Center. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go check it out. All right, now we're here inside the JA Discovery Center upstairs at the Eastwood Mall. I'm joined now by Michele Merkel, President of Junior Achievement Eastern Ohio. Michele, first off, this space looks amazing in here. Tell us first a little bit about Junior Achievement. Maybe there's some folks watching today or listening who aren't familiar with Junior Achievement. Tell us about JA.
Well, thanks, Johnny. We're excited to be here at the Eastwood Mall and have this wonderful opportunity to bring an experiential learning center called the JA Discovery Center here to the second floor. And Junior Achievement has been around for over 100 years, and we will be celebrating next year our 75th anniversary. So this is exciting times for us. But Junior Achievement is a youth servicing nonprofit organization that educates young people between the ages of kindergarten to the age of 25 on financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship.
See, that's something that was missing. You know, when I was in school, I really wish that they had taught us some financial literacy, got us a little ahead of the game. Instead, we had to catch up as adults. And so the kids going through these programs through JA, they're going to be off to such a great head start in life, just with these, this financial literacy and, everything they're going to be able to learn here. We talked about this as the Discovery Center, but I know there's a JA BizTown and Finance Park. How does that all fit into the Discovery Center? How does it work together? Tell us about those programs.
Junior Achievement USA has 50 of these experiential learning centers, and we are going to be the first in Northeast Ohio to offer a BizTown and a Finance Park, two simulations in one space, so we call it a flex facility. And the JA BizTown is what we are going to roll out first. BizTown is developing as you can see here, a miniature town or a city. We have 15 storefronts that are currently being sponsored by area businesses, and we will be highlighting 120 jobs in our region. Wow. And so what the students do in grade bands 4 through 6 is they have 13 in-classroom lessons, and they're going to explore those careers. They're going to apply for those jobs. They're going to interview and get hired and then prepare for them. And prior to going to the BizTown, as the students prepare for that information, they come to a one-day simulation here, which is about 5 hours, depending on the distance that they're coming. And they automatically come into this town and this city. They're the mayor. Yeah. They run the bank, okay? They work with the Higher Department of Education with Youngstown State University, Elwood Aluminum. They're doing manufacturing jobs. They're across the way working with the Builders Association, being architects and engineers. There's going to be so many jobs available here. And when they come in, right off the bat, the CEO tells his employees how much they're going to make and earn, okay, in a day. Already that starts an interesting conversation, because what we see is the kids are like, well, how come I'm only making much and I deserve to be paid more? I mean, that is typical. The CFO or the chief financial officers are entering the payroll in our simulation. They're going to the bank and opening up a checking account and a savings account. They're getting a debit card. They're going around to the storefronts and purchasing products and items with the money that they earned that day. Yeah. They're doing everything from distribution, taking orders, delivering those orders. They're doing just like what we're doing here, marketing and advertising and interviewing the businesses and learning more about their companies and what they do. They're beautifying the park when this gets actually set up, and they're making sure that the benches that are falling apart are getting replaced with new benches, and they're constructing them. It's just amazing to see everything and how this community comes together in one day for 5 hours.
Wow. So JA BizTown, it is a town. These kids are going to be learning how to run their businesses, how to run the town.
Yes.
That's amazing. That really is such a cool experience.
We try to make it for the younger students as real world as possible.
Wow. And so now, how does Finance Park play into it?
Okay, so Finance Park's going to roll out the following year. Junior Achievement is updating the curriculum, and so we're taking a pause on it. But when we roll that out, it's going to be geared towards middle and high school students. There's an introductory version and an advanced version. But instead of them coming in and running a city, they're coming in now budgeting their income and expenses. So for example, if they work at the Builders Association and they're an architect and they're making $80,000 a year, now they have to go out and they have to budget their transportation, they have to budget their insurance, they have to budget their clothing, their housing, their entertainment expenses. And we really go into a deep dive. These are not quick questions and decisions. We know when it comes to finances that we have to fully understand what our choices and our options are, where we are, and considering, am I married? Do I have kids? Do I have college loans? So what is my credit score? Maybe, again, we randomly assign those, but they might have a great credit score, they might have a terrible credit score. And that really has an effect on, what they can purchase, if they can purchase a house or rent a house or purchase a car. So we kind of give them, again, real world experience of what things cost. And it's so nice because we hear time and time again from the alumni who have participated in these experiential learning centers, how they set them up for success. They were able to go in and understand and have the right decisions when they're talking to their employers. Do you offer a retirement plan? Okay. Do you have a match for the 401k? So all that information is provided them so that they have a little bit more better knowledge when they enter after.
That's so smart. So the younger kids are getting the general overview of BizTown and how these things work, and the older kids, once Finance Park comes into the situation, they'll get the nitty gritty of the real budgets and those kind of things and credit scores. That's amazing. That really is such a great tool for these kids that are going to come through this program. I'm excited. I'm excited for them. It's a fun way to learn. And I've got 4 kids myself, so I can tell you, I know exactly. You got to keep them. You got to keep their attention. And this is a great way to do it. So I'm excited. You mentioned that some of the storefronts are already taken. How are you doing, and what do you need next?
So we're very appreciative being able to be where we're at right now in phase 1 of the development, to be able to showcase, to get people to understand the space, the program, what it's going to be an impact. So what we are now is in phase 2, fill in the storefronts. So there's another building part component to it. And so what you see here is 15 storefronts. Some of them are already sponsored and secured. We have Elwood, we have Dinosaur Plastics, we have Huntington Bank, Mahoning Valley Manufacturing Coalition, Farmers Trust is coming in, Farmers Bank, with their space as well. We have others that are in the pipeline and pending, but at this point, what they do is when they sign on as a sponsorship, and you can see Huntington Bank has pretty much laid out their storefront, they have to build it out. And so when you look at the rendering of Huntington Bank, it looks like Huntington Bank. We will have an ATM machine, we will have a conference area, we will have a bank teller booth. So the kids are getting an actual real world of what the bank, what Elwood's gonna look like with Dinosaur Plastic, kind of a feel of Youngstown State University and the programs that they have to offer. So this is our next part, getting our sponsors on board, understanding. They have to let us know what jobs that they want to highlight. So we have a CEO and a CFO in each of the businesses, but they pick the 4 to 6 additional jobs that they want to feature.
How does a potential sponsor, let's say they're tuning into this podcast right now and they're interested, how does a potential sponsor get in touch with you to get a sponsorship here?
So they can contact Junior Achievement directly at 330-539-5268. They can email me directly at michele.merkel I know it's long, at ja.org. So it's michelle.merkel@ja.org. And then they can inquire about our sponsorship opportunities. We don't just have storefront sponsorships. I mean, we have everything from, you can sponsor a street sign, you can sponsor, which we don't have yet, a lamppost, you can sponsor a school to come here for a simulation day. And then those that are familiar with Junior Achievement have been longtime volunteers for JA. We put them in a classroom, they presented a curriculum and a lesson at that school. It's going to be opposite. Our teachers and our partners with the school districts are going to implement the JA lessons, the curriculum component. It is our volunteers that are going to be coming to this space, and they are going to be helping and guiding our students throughout the day with their businesses. They're going to check in with the CEO. They're going to check in with the project engineer. They're going to check in to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to, answering any questions. So even if it's not a financial commitment and you want to make a volunteer, and how do you want your company or your organization, even if your students or after school or summer program, just contact us.
That's great. Definitely, if you're tuning in right now and you're just learning about the JA Discovery Center that we've got here at the Eastwood Mall, get in touch with Michelle. As she mentioned, if you can't sponsor, you can volunteer, help out. That'd be a huge help for these kids, for the program. And if you are a business owner and you can sponsor, you should really consider it. I don't know if you're watching us or you're listening to us right now. If you're listening, make sure you check out the video on YouTube of this so you can see the amazing work that's already been done in here. And you can see these like mini versions of your business. The kids will come in, they'll learn. I think it's going to be booming. I cannot wait for that. Michelle, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is great. And again, this is on the upstairs, the second level of the Eastwood Mall. So it's actually adjacent to Casala Veda's upstairs, their hair salon and institute. The stairs are in the center court. You can walk up there. There's also an elevator on the other side, right next to the food court. So definitely check it out. Junior Achievement Discovery Center. It's coming here to Eastwood Mall. We cannot wait. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about some of the great events we've got coming up here at the Eastwood Mall throughout the month of July. Of course, everybody's celebrating America's 250th birthday, and so are we, with an America 250 gift with purchase program here at Eastwood Mall. From July 3rd through July 31st, if you spend $250 in the same day, you'll get a great limited edition America 250 plushie. All you have to do is spend at least $125 in a store inside the mall. The rest can come from anywhere else on the complex. Then just bring your same day receipts to the customer service center inside Eastwood Mall and get that America 250 plushie. While supplies last, visit eastwoodmall.com for more information. Other events here at Eastwood Mall include our meet and greet with the Youngstown State football players. That's coming up on July 9th, right in center court at 6 o'clock. You'll be able to meet this year's Penguins team. A lot of the players will be here. That'll be fun. So bring your YSU gear, football, anything you want to get autographed as we celebrate the YSU football team. We've also got another installment of our Eastwood Mall concert series presented by Hubbard Music. Every month here at Eastwood Mall, we give a local musician the opportunity to come to the mall and perform on stage for a crowd. This month, we have a great violinist. His name is Andrew Christian Brundage. He'll be performing in center court on Saturday, July 11th at 6 p.m. You don't want to miss that. We also have a brand new store coming to Eastwood Mall this month. It's called Blair and Bloom. It's a brand new boutique, locally owned. They offer women's apparel, accessory, jewelry, handbags, all that great stuff. It's coming right here to Eastwood Mall in our center court. They'll be opening up July 31st. So make sure you follow along on our social media accounts as we post some information leading up to the grand opening of Blair and Bloom with some more information there. And of course, the Eastwood Mall Complex is home to an MLB Draft League baseball team, the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. They've got so much going on this July between their games and their events. You want to check out everything they have going on at mvscrappers.com. They've got a great wrestling event called Wrestling Under the Stars coming up on July 11th. Some professional wrestling legends will be coming to town for that event. You don't want to miss it. Cookie Table Night is coming up on July 14th. There's Financial Wellness Night at the Ballpark. That's on July 17th, as 717 Credit Union packs the house and provides an unforgettable day packed with fun, community, and financial wellness. There will be free hot dogs and soft drinks, t-shirt giveaways, and a first ever drone plus fireworks show. So that'll be awesome. The drones and the fireworks together. I cannot wait for that. That's Financial Wellness Night on July 17th from 717 Credit Union. Last year's Financial Wellness Night set a new attendance record for the ballpark, so I can't wait to see everyone pack the house this year. Of course, the next night, July 18th, there's a charity softball game we're going to learn about here shortly, and Jose Ramirez bobblehead night, so that'll be fun. Former Cleveland Indians superstar Kenny Lofton will make an appearance at July 24th's game, and there's a scrappy elf bobblehead giveaway on July 25th. 717 Credit Union Field is truly the place to be this July. Make sure you get your tickets for all the games and all the events and all the information at mvscrappers.com. I mentioned it just a little bit before, but there's a great charity softball game coming up this month at 717 Credit Union Field at Eastwood. It's called Rallying for Robert, and it really supports a great cause. To find out more about that, let's head out to the ballpark right now with Bri Ventimiglia, our marketing director here at Eastwood Mall, as she talks to Robert Lucarell.
Hey guys, it's Bri Ventimiglia, and today we're here at 717 Credit Union Field at Eastwood, and we're going to be talking all about Rallying for Robert, a super exciting softball game for a great cause here at the field on July 18th at 3:30. Let's go! Okay everyone, we are here with Robert Lucarell, the founder of Rallying for Robert. Tell us a little bit about your event.
Well, it's on July 18th, it's a celebrity softball game. It is me versus Kelly the Ghost Pavlik. The doors open at 3 and starts at 3:30. It's a bunch of celebrities playing for Crohn's and colitis awareness.
Awesome, that sounds like a great time. Tell us a few celebrities that will be here that day.
You have the Emlo Bros, you have Youngstown Studio, you have the TikTok star Jacob Latessa, you have TJ Dub, you have Vinny DePizzo the racer, people from WFMJ, you have a lot. So
Awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
So tell us a little bit more about this cause that this event supports.
It is for Crohn's and colitis. It's basically a disease that is not getting a lot of attention. It needs more attention, especially in this area. A lot of people just can't go to Cleveland Clinic. So I started the Rallying for Robert Foundation for this area to show local doctors and hospitals that we need to pay more attention to this. We need to find a cure. We need to find what causes it. And that's the whole goal for this. And each event basically shows, hey, even though you have this disease, live your life, go do something that you always really wanted to do.
Tell us a little bit more about your personal connection.
So I was diagnosed in 2020, and in 2021 that I was rushed in the ICU, my intestine burst, and I almost lost my life. I was in the ICU for 10 days at Cleveland Clinic, and I had to get immediate surgery about 2 weeks after, and then a year later I had to get another surgery. And during the first surgery, my aunt posted this ribbon called Rallying for Robert, and that's where Rallying for Robert came about. Then I said one day this is going to be something, now it's something. So, and I don't want kids to go through that, and I especially don't want parents to see their kids go through that. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing all this. I know it says Rallying for Robert, but I always tell people I'm rallying for everybody.
So this is the second year running of this event.
Yep.
I played last year on Kelly Pavlik's team. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about last year's event and what you expect for this year.
So last year's event, it was Kelly the Ghost Pavlik versus Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Pavlik's team beat Ray's Mancini's team by a big margin. But this year I'm coaching. I'm going to give Kelly his first loss. Sorry, Kelly. But it's gonna be a lot more fun. We're gonna have jerseys this year. We're gonna have walkout songs for all the players at bat, and then we actually have a special first pitch. It's an 8-year-old. Her name's Selena. She's been battling colitis since she was 3 years old, and this is gonna be her moment to show who she is.
Wow, that's so special. What's your walk-up song?
Oh, I can't tell anybody yet.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Okay.
But yeah, and then we're already looking at next year's softball game. We're gonna bring in some bigger celebrities.
Awesome. Okay, so one more time, tell us where we can get our tickets and sum up what's going on.
So you can get them at mvscrappers.com, or you can come the day of the game. You can get them at the ticket booth. Doors open at 3, game starts at 3:30, and then the scrappers start at 7. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Bri. It's going to be so much fun getting on that field and playing again. I got to play a little bit last year, had a lot of fun. We actually raised over $13,000 for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. So we really do hope you guys show up, pack the house for that event, and it's all for a great cause. That's going to do it for this episode of Eastwood Insider, the official podcast for the Eastwood Mall Complex, sponsored by the Business Journal. Again, you can follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. If you're listening to this anywhere you get podcasts, you can also tune in with video on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. Leave us a like, a comment, a review. Those go a long way in helping new people find our show. For everyone here at the Eastwood Mall Complex, I'm Johnny Chechitelli. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Eastwood Insider. See you next month.
One of a kind.